First, for the Firehawks of Texas Southern, Tennessee Southern. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore from Springfield, Tennessee, number 1, Darian Hudson. At guard, a 6'7" sophomore from Silvertown, Tennessee, number 2, Brady Brown. At guard, a 6'1" sophomore from Chattanooga, Tennessee, number 4, C.J. Greer.
Welcome back to Pruitt Hall. As we are about to get things going here, we'll take a quick look at the GSC standings as they announce the starting lineups here. Union is a perfect 8-0 on the season, 2-0 in conference. Delta State's 3-5 on the season, 2-0 in conference. West Florida 7-1, 1-0 in conference. Montevallo is 3-6 overall, 1-0 in conference. West Alabama 6-2 overall, 1-1 in conference. Lee is 4-3 on the season and 1-1 in conference. Mississippi College is 3-4, 1-1 on the season. West Georgia is 3-4, 1-1 on the season in conference. Christian Brothers is 2-3 overall and 1-1 in conference. And Valdosta State's 4-3 on the season with an 0-1 conference record. Auburn Montgomery's 2-6 on the season with an 0-1 conference record. Alabama Huntsville is 7-4 on the season with an 0-2 conference record. And Shorter is 3-4 on the season with a 0-2 overall, or excuse me, a 0-2 conference record. And looking at the schedule for West Alabama, on Thursday, December 9th, this Thursday, the Tigers head down to Carrollton, Georgia, or head over to Carrollton, Georgia, excuse me, as they take on West Georgia. And that game will tip off at 6:30 Central Time, and we will be on the air for that game as well. And then they come back home on December 14th and take on Palm Beach Atlantic. And December 18th, home against Shorter. And wrapping up the December slate is home against West Florida on New Year's Eve. So, as we get ready for the tip here in Pruitt Hall, Tennessee Southern has on the court Adarian Hudson, Brady Brown, C.J. Greer, Tad Sibley, and Kendall Wright. And it looks like the Tigers have on the court their starting lineup: Sherdarian Allen, Justin Allison, Robert Davis, Tay Smith, and Cortrick Miles. Looks like jumping for Tennessee Southern will be number 23, Kendall Wright, against Cortrick Miles for the Tigers. West Alabama in their home white jerseys with red numbers and red lettering, and Tennessee Southern is in their charcoal gray jerseys with orange lettering and number. And we are officially underway here in Pruitt Hall as Tennessee Southern controls the tip. Tad Sibley with it, and he passes the ball to Adarian Hudson. Hudson passes right side to Greer. Greer has it on the right side. He passes the ball up to Brown. Brown passes left side to Hudson. Hudson on the left wing. Passes up to Sibley. Sibley dribbles right side, hands it off to Wright. Wright driving in the lane. His left-handed floater is blocked by Tay Smith, and they got an offensive charge called on Tennessee Southern as Justin Allison stepped in to take a charge to force the Tennessee Southern turnover, as Allison's running the point guard position tonight for the Tigers. He brings the ball up the court, crosses midcourt, dribbles left side, gives it to Davis. Davis up to Miles. Miles back to Allison on the right side. And now he dribbles to the top of the arc, and he passes inside to Miles. Miles at the free throw line. One dribble, drives in the lane, right-handed layup up and good. As Darian Hudson brings the ball forward, the Firehawks. And he passes left side to C.J. Greer. Greer passes up to Sibley. Sibley driving in, passes out to Greer. Greer left wing. He passes left side to Sibley. Sibley passes out to Hudson. Hudson for three, no good. Ball goes almost out of bounds, but Allison controlled it. He passes it to Davis. Davis coming the other way with it pretty quickly as he drives in the lane. His right-handed layup is up, and it no good, but he's fouled, so he's going to go and shoot two. Tigers are up to a 2-0 lead here early in this game with 18:46 left in the first half. As Davis sets in for his two shots. He's a 6'2" guard out of Clinton, Mississippi. His first one is up and good. And he sets in for his second shot. And it is good. As Hudson comes the other way with it, he crosses midcourt for the Firehawks. He's on the right side. He dribbles to the top of the arc. And he passes right side to Brown. Brown passes right side to Wright. Wright drives in the lane. His layup is up and no good. Rebound by Justin Allison. And Allison comes the other way with it. Passes left side to Davis. Davis drives in the lane. Behind the back dribble. His layup is no good. Rebound controlled by Adarian Hudson. Hudson drives down. Behind the back pass to Sibley. Sibley gives it to Brown. Brown on the right side. Hands it off to Wright. Wright passes left side to Sibley. Sibley hands it off. And his jump shot is up and good. As that was C.J. Greer with the jump shot there to get things going for the Tennessee Southern offense. Allison crosses midcourt. He's on the left side. He passes up to Smith. Smith right side to Miles. Miles hands it to Davis. Davis over to Smith. Smith on the left side. Pass inside to Miles. Miles turn around. Fadeaway jump shot's no good. Rebound and control by Brown. Brown gives it up to Hudson. Hudson gives it back to Brown. Brown on the right side. He gives it back to Hudson. Hudson dribbles in right side. Almost loses it but controls it. And it's almost stolen away, but he gains control of it again. And he passes it up to Sibley. Sibley drives in left side. Layup is up, no good. Rebound controlled by Shadarian Allen. Allen coming the other way with it, gives it to Davis. Davis left side, up to Miles. Miles drives in right side. His layup is up and good. As Hudson crosses midcourt with it on the right side. He throws it inside to Sibley. Sibley passes out to Wright. Wright for three, no good. Rebound controlled by Cortrick Miles. And we go the other way with it. Miles has it, hands it off to Allison. Allison, top of the arc, out to Smith. Smith gives it to Davis. Davis gives it to Miles. Miles, cross-court pass to Allison. Allison inside to Allen. Allen, his layup is up. Count the basket and the foul. He's going to go to the line and shoot one. As he was fouled on the play by, not sure who the foul was called on. I will let you know once I see. And it was on number 1, Adarian Hudson. And checking into the game for the Firehawks is number 13, Cam Welch. As the free throw is up and no good. And the rebound was controlled by Sibley. And Welch has it coming the other way for the Firehawks. He passes left side to Brown. Brown passes out to Sibley. Sibley shoots a three, and he gets that one to fall. As it's 8-5, Allison inbounds it to Davis. He gives it back to Allison. Allison coming down the court with it, walking this one up. And he calls out the play for the Tiger offense. He dribbles right side. And he gives it to Allen. Allen, top of the arc, drives in on the left side. He stops, and they're going to get him with an offensive charge. And we have a media timeout, so we'll take a short break. West Alabama 8, Tennessee Southern 5. You're listening to West Alabama Basketball on Sly 104.9.
Something about this place. Maybe it's the charm of the people here who become lifelong friends. Maybe it's a campus and classes that are just the right size. If we could put it into words, we would. Take a tour of the University of West Alabama and decide for yourself. Maybe it's because this place feels like home. From Greek life to championship athletics and a world-class education that lands you in the career of your dreams, UWA is where you will fit in.
Allen Davis, Smith, and Miles have all got a basket tonight. And Justin Allison's got 3 assists on the night so far. As Tennessee Southern comes the other way with it, Cam Welch brings the ball up the court. Tigers are up 3 in this one. Welch dribbles right side, and he picks up his dribble, throws it inside to Brown. Brown backing down on the right post, and he throws it out to Welch. Welch shoots a 3, and he gets that one to fall to tie this game up. Allen gives it up to Allison. Allison come the other way with it. He's walking it up the court. And he's on the left side, and he dribbles and passes to Smith. Smith gives it to Davis. Davis hands it off to Allen. Allen on the right wing, gives it up to Allison. Allison looks inside and sees nothing, backs it up to Allen. Allen gives it to Miles. Miles, right corner, drives in. 8 on the shot clock. His layup is up, no good. Rebound is controlled by Kendall Wright for the Firehawks. And Welch has it now for the Firehawks. He passes it inside to Wright. Wright gets his floater to fall. As the score is now 10-8, Firehawks are now on top. As Robert Davis is coming the other way with it now for the Tigers. As he hands it off to Allen. Allen up to Miles. Miles over to Allen. Davis has it now. Davis on the right wing. And he is going to drive in, and he spins around on the right side. His layup is up, and it falls. Nice job there by Robert Davis to get that tough layup to fall to tie this game up at 10. As Welch has it, top of the arc, he dribbles left side, and he picks up his dribble, throws it inside to Brown. Brown spins around. His layup is up and no good, but a foul on the play is going to be on number 0, Shadarian Allen. That's Shadarian's second foul in this game, as Tennessee Southern has kind of found some offense here. They've hit 3 of their last 3 field goals, as Brown is going to the line now to shoot 2. As Brown sets in for his 2 shots. His first one is up and good. It's his first points of the night. He's got 1 rebound, 2 assists for the Firehawks. Brown is a 6'7" guard out of Summerton, Tennessee. Big, tall guard. Likes to play in the post, and his second free throw is up, and it is good. And we have a 12-10 game here, Tennessee Southern on top. As Robert Davis comes down the court with it. He crosses midcourt. He's on the left side, gives it up to Allison. Allison on the left wing, up to Miles. Miles gives it to Robert Davis. Davis controls it. He's on the right wing, and they're going to get a defensive foul on number 1, Adarian Hudson. That is his second foul of the game. As Allison set to inbound it, gives it to Hill. Kevin Hill's just checked into the game. He passes back to Allison. Allison on the right side. He gives it to Tay Smith. Smith out to Allison. Allison back to Smith. Smith inside to Davis. Davis in the left side, left wing, dribbles in. He spins around, and they're going to get an offensive charge on Robert Davis. As Brady Brown inbounds it to Cam Welch. Welch bringing them off the court for the Firehawks offense. He dribbles left side. He passes up to Brown. Brown drives in on the right side, loses it, stolen away by Robert Davis. Davis is going to slow this one down, gives it to Allison. Allison, top of the arc. And he calls up the play, dribbles right side, step back, and he picks up his dribble, gives it up to Miles. Miles, top of the arc. He dribbles right side up to Smith. Smith now has it at 10 on the shot clock. Over to Davis. Davis at 7. Davis drives in, steps back, shoots a jump shot, and he misses that one, but it's rebounded and controlled by Kevin Hill. Hill out to Smith. Smith drives in. His right-handed layup is no good. Rebounded by himself, but he loses it on the way down, and Cam Welch came up with it, and he's running the break for the Firehawks, and he's going to bring this one back out as he now drives in and passes it up to number 21, Aaron Whitmore, and he loses it. So Tay Smith gives it up to Allison. Allison gets his defender to fall, but they're going to get a blocking foul on the Firehawks defense. Number 13, Cam Welch with the foul. As C.J. Greer's checked into the game for number 1, Adarian Hudson. Cortrick Miles has it. Miles on the right short corner. He throws it out of bounds, and they'll say it last touched off of Tennessee Southern, so Tigers will keep possession. As Allison is set to inbound it, he calls out the play, gives it to Miles. Miles on the lob, no good, but he's fouled, so Miles is going to go and shoot 2. The Tigers like to try and find a lob off of the inbound play underneath their own basket. And it was open there, but the foul in the play made Cortrick miss the layup. So he's going to shoot 2, and his first one is up, and it is good, as he's got 3 points in this one. And checking into the game is Adarian Hudson, and Brady Brown checks out. As Cortrick sets in for his second free throw. His second one is up, and it rolls around and falls in. And we now have a tie game at 12. Cam Welch comes the other way with it. He crosses midcourt. He dribbles to the left side, and he looks inside, and he passes it out to Greer. Greer, top of the arc, step back, and he throws it up to Kendall Wright. Wright, inside pass to Whitmore. Whitmore almost lost it, but the Firehawks came up with it. Welch in the corner shoots a 3, and he gets that one to fall. 15-12 is your score with 12:15 left to play here in the first half as Allison crosses midcourt. He's on the right side, and he passes to Miles. Miles, top of the arc. He gives it up to Hill. Hill on the left side, back to Miles. Miles drives in the lane. His layup is up, and it falls in. Welch coming the other way with it. He's on the right side. He dribbles to the top of the arc. He picks up his dribble. They're going to get him with a travel. He dribbled into a double team, which caused him to, looks like he dragged his other foot, and they're going to get that one every time as we take a media timeout. Tennessee Southern 15, West Alabama 14 with 11:49 left to play in the first half. You're listening to West Alabama basketball on SLY 104.9.
Sell online tickets directly from your school's website. Scan digital or printed tickets with the Hometown Gate app. And get immediate access to ticket revenue with real-time reporting at no cost to your school. It's that easy to bring touchless ticketing to your hometown. Hometown. Fast scans, happy fans.
Kevin, meet your father.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Trusted advice for life.
Kevin, how's your mom?
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Tennessee Southern's up 15-14 as the Tigers had the ball. Cortrick Miles bringing the ball up the court for the Tigers. And he passes to Davis on the left side. Davis gives it to Allison on the right side. Allison drives in. He passes out to Davis. Davis loses it, gives it out to Smith. Smith catches it. Smith, one dribble jump shot. He gets that one to fall. As the Tigers take a 1-point lead, 16-15, 11:23 left to play in the first half. Welch brings the ball up the court, and he passes the ball up to Whitmore. Whitmore gives it back to Welch. Welch right wing, guarded by Allison. Welch is going to dribble in right side. He brings it back out. He passes up to Hudson. Hudson on the left side. Hudson drives in left side. He stops, and he dribbles again. And he passes it out to Whitmore. Whitmore, one dribble jump shot, no good. And a shot clock violation there on Tennessee Southern as the Tiger defense was able to cause some disruption there and get that turnover. And we go the other way with it. Allison bringing them up the court. He crosses midcourt on the left side. 10:45 left to play. He dribbles top of the arc, gives it to Davis. Davis' pass goes out of bounds, but it will stay Tiger basketball. Davis throws it up to Allison. Allison left side to Smith, back up to Allison. Allison to Davis. Davis inside to Miles. Miles pump fake, spins around. He's going to lay it in, and he gets that one to fall. As Adarian Hudson comes the other way with it, he crosses midcourt. He throws it inside to Sivley. Sivley passes the ball right side to Hudson. Hudson drives in, throws it out to Welch. Welch throws it out of bounds, but it's saved by Allison. Allison coming the other way with it. He drives in the lane. Left-handed layup is up and no good. Rebound and control by C.J. Greer. Greer throws it up to Welch. Welch running the Firehawks offense here. He's on the right side, and he passes the ball up to Greer. Greer, top of the arc, and he almost lost it but got control of it. Gave it to Sivley. Sivley to Welch. Welch back to Sivley. Sivley drives in, blocked by Miles, and Sivley caught the ball in the right corner, and he dribbled in once, and then he pulled up a jump shot, and Cortrick Miles was able to get out there and block that shot as it went out of bounds, and it stayed Firehawk basketball. Darian Hudson now has it. He drives in the lane. His reverse layup is up and no good. We're controlled by Cortrick Miles, and Miles goes the other way with it. He's on the left side, hands it off to Davis. Davis over to Allison. Allison right wing, back to Davis. Davis over to Smith. Smith back to Davis. Davis left wing. Pass over to Allison. Allison to Hill. Hill back to Allison. Allison is going to drive in the lane, and he stops, and he throws it up to Smith. Smith in the left corner for three. No good. Rebound is controlled by Hudson, and Hudson throws it up to Welch. Welch on the left wing. He passes the ball up to C.J. Greer. Greer top of the arc. And he passes right side to Hudson. Hudson throws it inside, and it's stolen away by Cortrick Miles. Miles coming the other way with it. Throws it up to Allison. Allison back to Miles. Miles left side. Hands it off to Davis. Davis over to Allison. Allison over to Hill. Hill in the right corner. Back to Allison. Allison right wing. Over to Davis. Davis left side. He dribbles in. He stops. He jump shot. His jump shot's no good. And it's recovered and controlled by Tad Sivley. Cam Welch has it. He crosses midcourt. He dribbles in on the left side. He backs it out. Gives it back to Sivley. Sivley drives in the lane. His layup is up, and he gets that one to fall. And we have a flop warning. I believe the flop warning is called on Tennessee Southern, on Adarian Hudson. So, anyways, Kamisoko's checked into the game. He has it on the left side. He dribbles top of the arc. Pass to Allison. Allison right wing. Back to Kamisoko. Kamisoko over to Smith. Smith back to Kamisoko. Over to Allison. Allison inside to Miles. Out to Kamisoko. Kamisoko for three. No good. Rebound controlled by C.J. Greer. Greer coming the other way with it. Gives it up to Welch. Welch crosses midcourt on the left side. And he dribbles to the top of the arc. Passes right side to right. Right. Dribbles inside. And he passes it back out to Whitmore. Whitmore top of the arc. Dribbles left side, hands it off to Welch. Welch gives it to Whitmore. Whitmore left short corner. His spins around. His layup is up and good. And Tennessee Southern takes a 1-point lead as Kamisoko crosses midcourt. Passes right side to Hill. Hill back to Kamisoko. Kamisoko gives it off to Hill. Hill back to Kamisoko. Over to Allison. Allison left side. Back to Kamisoko. Over to Hill. Hill to Kamisoko. Kamisoko going to drive in, out to Hill. Hill with a long three, and he gets that one to fall. As the Tigers have now taken a 2-point lead. 21-19 is your score with 7:13 left to play. As Sivley has it, he passes left side to Whitmore. Whitmore gives it to Welch. Welch inside to Sivley. Sivley left short corner, out to Greer. Greer left side, left corner, drives in, passes the ball inside to Sivley. Sivley is going to drive in. His jump shot's up and no good. Rebound is controlled by Cortrick Miles. And Miles comes the other way with it. He dribbles right side, gives it to Hill. Hill to Allison. Allison back to Kamisoko. Over to Smith. Smith shoots a three. No good. Rebound is controlled by Hill. Out to Kamisoko to Allison. Allison for three. No good. Rebound controlled by the Firehawks, as Cam Welch comes the other way with it. He's going to slow this down, slow the tempo down for both teams. As he's on the right side, and he dribbles to the top of the arc. He passes right side to Whitmore. Whitmore inside to Sibley. Sibley right block, spins around, layup up, no good. Rebound controlled by Cortrick Miles, as Miles comes the other way with it. Allison has it, gives it to Kamisoko. Kamisoko left side, dribbles, gives it to Allison. Allison pump fakes inside. Ball goes almost out of bounds. Now it goes out of bounds, and it will be Tiger basketball when we come back from this media timeout. West Alabama 21, Tennessee Southern 19. You're listening to West Alabama basketball on Sly 104.9.
53 national championships. More than 600 annual graduates. Thousands of lives changed. The Gulf South Conference.
Folks, Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
And I'm Brett Gilliland, head football coach for the University of West Alabama Tiger football team. Lee and his team at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram have been supporters of the University of West Alabama football program for years now. And I would like to ask you to come talk to Lee and his team when you're in the market for a car, truck, SUV, or van.
Thanks, Coach, and go Tigers. Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
As we're about to get things back going here, 5:59 left to play in the first half. As the Tigers break out from their timeout huddle. Tigers have on the court Miles, Allen, Smith, Kamisoko, and Kevin Hill. And Hill's going to inbound this one for the Tigers. He gives it to Kamisoko. Kamisoko dribbles left side, back right side now, right wing. And he dribbles left side over to Smith. Smith to Hill. Hill back to Smith. Smith over to Kamisoko. Kamisoko to Smith. Smith gives it to Hill. Hill for three. No good. Rebound controlled by Brady Brown. And he gives it up to Welch. Welch coming the other way with it. He crosses midcourt. And he throws it to Brown. Brown over to Sibley. Sibley passes right side to Welch. Welch up to Griffin, who's just checked into the game. Sibley now has it. Inside to right. Right gives it back to Brown. Brown gives it to Griffin. Griffin passes up to Sibley. Sibley left side to right. Right has it. He passes up to Brown. Brown has it. One on the shot clock. He puts up a jump shot. No good. Rebound is controlled by the Firehawks. And Tad Sibley's layup is up and good. And we have a tie game. As Kamisoko has it. Top of the arc. He passes left side to Smith. Smith on the left wing. Up to Kamisoko. Inside to Allen. Allen out to Hill. Hill pump fakes on the right wing. Gives it to Kamisoko. Kamisoko over to Miles in the right short corner. Up to Hill. Hill shoots a three. And he got it. He likes that spot. As the Tigers take a 3-point lead with 4:30 left here in the first half. Hill's got 6 points now. 2 threes on the game. As Welch dribbles left side. Inside pass to Brown. Brown throws it out to Griffin. Griffin for three. No good. Rebound controlled by Cortrick Miles. Miles up to Kamisoko. Kamisoko left side. And he passes up to Miles. Miles for three. And no good, but he's fouled on the play, so he's going to go to the line to shoot three. I believe it was a three-pointer. Cortrick's got 8 points tonight. 6 rebounds already. As the Tigers are up 3 in this one. As Cortrick sets in for his free throws. Cortrick's a 6'5" guard out of Dallas, Texas. His first free throw is up, and it is good. And scores 25-21. Looks like Bryce Martin set in setting to check into the game at the next dead ball, which should be here momentarily, as his second free throw is up and it's good, as looks like number 10, CJ Wilson, checks into the game for Cam Welch. Looks like Bryce Martin is going to be checking in for Quartrick Miles if Miles makes this, as Miles's third free throw is up and it is good. And so now Bryce Martin checks into the game for Quartrick Miles, and Robert Davis is also going to check into the game for number 0, Sherdarian Allen. As CJ Wilson, running point guard here for the Firehawks, he crosses midcourt right side, dribbles left side, and he throws it up to Brown. Brown, top of the arc, drives in, spins around right side, spins around again, passes to Sibley. Sibley passes the ball out to right for 3, and he's fouled on the play, but he missed the 3, so he's going to shoot 3. And we've got a media timeout, so we're going to take a short break. You're listening to West Alabama Basketball on Sly 104.9.
Something about this place. Maybe it's the charm of the people here who become lifelong friends. Maybe it's a campus and classes that are just the right size. If we could put it into words, we would. Take a tour of the University of West Alabama and decide for yourself. Maybe it's because this place feels like home. From Greek life to championship athletics and a world-class education that lands you in the career of your dreams, UWA is where you will fit in.
As Tennessee Southern is headed to the foul line to shoot 3. West Alabama's on a 6-0 run in the last 45 seconds, after a three-pointer was made by Kaven Hill and then came back down the other way. And on the next possession, Quartrick Miles shot a 3 and he was fouled, and so he shot 3. And now number 23, Kendall Wright, is at the line, and his first free throw is up and it's good. And he sets in for his second free throw, and he's shooting 3. And his second one is up and it's good. Also, Kendall is a 6'4" guard out of Harvest, Alabama. And his third free throw is up and it's no good, as Kami Soko comes the other way with it. He crosses midcourt. He passes right side to Hill. Hill, cross-court pass to Davis. Davis, left side. He passes up to Kami Soko, over to Davis, back to Smith. Smith, left corner for 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Tennessee Southern's number 12, Titus Griffin, as he was fouled on the play, coming down with the rebound. I believe the foul was called on, I'm not sure who the foul was called on. But we go the other way with it, as CJ Wilson has it. He passes left side to Brady Brown. Brady Brown passes right side to Wilson. Wilson right side up to Welch. Welch has it, top of the arc. Almost loses it, gain control of it. Passes right side to Brown. Brown drives in on the right short corner. He spins around, fadeaway jump shots, no good. Rebound is controlled by CJ Wilson. Wilson on the left side up to Welch. Welch left wing, and they're going to get Robert Davis with a foul on the play. That is his second personal foul. 16th foul in the game, as Justin Allison checks into the game for Robert Davis. Cam Welch has it, top of the arc. He hands it off to CJ Wilson. Wilson, top of the arc, guarded by Allison. Left side pass to Welch. Welch passes right side to right at the free throw line. His left floater is up and no good, and it's rebounded by Brady Brown. Brown out to Welch. Welch left wing. Passes right side to Sibley. Sibley passes right side to Wilson. Wilson to Sibley. Sibley driving in the lane. Floater up and good. As they have cut into this 4-point lead, and it's now a 2-point lead. 27-25. Kamisoko over to Allison. Allison over to Kamisoko. Over to Hill. Hill back to Kamisoko. To Allison. Allison left side. Inside to Martin. Martin back to Allison. Allison to Kamisoko. Kamisoko out to Allison. Allison driving in. He stops out to Kamisoko. Kamisoko shoots a three. No good, and the rebound is controlled by Kendall Wright. And C.J. Wilson coming the other way with it. He's on the left side, up to Wright, and they're going to get him with the travel. And Cortrick Miles checks into the game for Bryce Martin. And also checking into the game is number 1, C.J. Melton. And Tay Smith will take a seat. With 2:04 left to play in the first half, Kamisoko inbounds it to Allison. Allison crosses midcourt over to Hill. Hill back to Allison, to Kamisoko. Over to Miles. Miles to Kamisoko. Kamisoko drives in. He backs it out, gives it to Allison. Allison to Hill. Hill for three. And he got that one to fall too. He is 3 for 4 from three tonight. And he is heating up as Cam Welch crosses midcourt. He's on the left side now. He drives in. He stops. Jump shot. And he gets that one to fall too. As 30-27 is your score. And Allison inbounds it to Kamisoko. Kamisoko coming the other way with it. Crosses midcourt. Over to Hill. Hill left side. Gives it to Kamisoko. Over to Allison. Allison right wing. Over to Kamisoko. Kamisoko has it top of the arc. Over to Allison. Allison passes left side to Hill. Hill to Kamisoko. To Hill. To Melton in the left corner. At 7 on the shot clock. Driving in the lane. He stops. He passes out to Kamisoko. Kamisoko drives in. Floater up. No good. Rebounded by Hill. But they got a foul called on number 3, Kaven Hill. That is his first personal foul in this one as Tay Smith checks in for Hill. Brady Brown's at the line shooting 2, or shooting 1-and-1, excuse me. As his first free throw is up and it is good. Tennessee Southern tonight is 5 for 6 from the line tonight. 83%. His second free throw is up and it is also good. As the score is now 30-29 with a minute left. Kamisoko bringing the ball up the court. Passes left side to Allison. Allison to Kamisoko, over to Melton. Melton right side. And he passes over to Allison. Allison left wing, gives it to Smith. Smith up to Allison. Allison to Kamisoko, to Melton in the right wing. And he passes inside to Miles. Miles right short corner. His jump shot up and no good. Rebound is controlled by Tad Sibley. And we go the other way. Cam Welch has it. And we've got a quick timeout for Tennessee Southern, so we'll take a quick timeout too. West Alabama 30, Tennessee Southern 29.
Timeout on the court, 30-second timeout.
Sell online tickets directly from your school's website. Scan digital or printed tickets with the Hometown Gate app. And get immediate access to ticket revenue with real-time reporting at no cost to your school. It's that easy to bring touchless ticketing to your hometown. Hometown. Fast scans, happy fans.
As Tad Sibley is going to inbound it to C.J. Wilson. Wilson running point guard right now. He crosses midcourt. Top of the arc. Dribbles left side. Over to Welch. Welch with a long three, and his shot is no good, but his rebound and controlled by Kendall Wright. Wright passes the ball back up to Welch. Welch has it, 15 on the shot clock, 20 on the game clock. He dribbles top of the arc. He drives in the middle of the paint, and they're going to get a foul called on C.J. Melton. And Welch will go to the line and shoot 1 and 1. And Welch sets in for his free throw. First one is up, and it is good, as we now have a tie ball game here in Livingston, 30-all. And we got another timeout on the court from West Alabama, so we'll take another timeout. Tie ball game. You're listening to West Alabama basketball on SLY 104.9.
53 national championships. More than 600 annual graduates. Thousands of lives changed. The Gulf South Conference.
We have 17 seconds left here in the first half. UWA taking on Tennessee Southern tonight. And on Thursday night, they head to Carrollton, Georgia to take on West Georgia. As Cam Welch sets in for his back end of a 1-and-1 free throw. Made the first one. His second one is on the way, and it is good as they take a lead. 1-point lead here. Hill inbounds it to Allison. Allison bring the ball up the court. 14 on the shot on the game clock. Allison crosses midcourt. He has it at 10, at 9, at 8, at 7. Over to Robert Davis. Davis right side at 3. Davis inbound to Miles. Miles shoots a shot, and it's no good, but he's fouled. So he will go to the line and shoot 2 with 0.6 seconds left on the game clock. And Miles sets in for his 2 shots to close the half. His first one is up, and it is good. As it's now another tie game, 31-all. C.J. Melton checks into the game for Robert Davis. As Kortrick's second foul shot is up, and it's good. And the Tigers are up 32-31 as Welch inbounds it, and half-court shot is up, and it's no good. And so the Tigers go into halftime up 1 here at Pruitt Hall. You're listening to West Alabama basketball on SLY 104.9. over 2 minutes away from getting the second half going. We will take a look at what's coming up the rest of December for the men's team. Tonight, taking on Tennessee Southern, lead by 1 at halftime. And then on Thursday, December 9th, Tigers travel to West Georgia over in Carrollton. And that game will tip off at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. I think I had that wrong earlier, but that game will tip off at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. And then on December 14th, Tuesday, the Tigers will host Palm Beach Atlantic University. And then on December 18th, Tigers will host Shorter. That game is at 4 p.m. And on December 31st, the Tigers will host West Florida. That game will tip off at 4 p.m. And that wraps up the December slate for West Alabama, as we are just over a minute away from getting going here in Livingston for the second half. We will take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we will have second half action for you. You're listening to Sly 104.9.
53 national championships. More than 600 annual graduates. Thousands of lives changed. The Gulf South Conference.
Welcome back, as we are about to get things going here in the second half against Tennessee Southern. West Alabama is going to get the ball. Tigers have on the court Justin Allison, Robert Davis, Tay Smith, Shadarian Allen, Cortrick Miles. And we are underway as Allison has it top of the arc. He dribbles right side, and he passes up to Tay Smith. Smith over to Davis, over to Allen. Allen left side, up to Davis. Davis gives it to Smith. Smith left side to Davis. Davis drives in, out to Miles. Miles with a long jump shot, no good. Rebound is controlled by Adarian Hudson. Hudson going the other way, passes out to Brown. Brown for three, got it. Nice start for Tennessee Southern to start the second half as they get that long three ball to fall and go up two here in Livingston as Davis dribbles right side, and he passes up to Allison. Allison over to Smith. Smith gives it to Miles. Miles up to Allison. Allison gives it to Davis. Davis right side, up to Allison. Allison at top of the arc, and he dribbles left side, drives in the lane, and his layup is up, and he got it to fall, and they called an offensive charge. And the Tiger bench does not like that, as it was a very late call, but I do think it might have been the correct call, unfortunately. But we go the other way as Cam Welch crosses midcourt, and he dribbles left side, guarded by Allison. He passes up to Hudson. Hudson top of the arc, guarded by Davis. Dribbles left side, picks up his dribble. Inside pass to Sibley. Sibley backs it out, has it at 10. Right side to Brady Brown. Brown right wing, hands it off to Hudson. Hudson right side at 5. And he steps back, shoots a long three ball, no good. Rebound controlled by C.J. Greer. As Greer passes to Hudson, Hudson drives in the lane. His layup is up and no good. Rebounded by Smith. Smith passes to Allison. Allison on the right side. And Allison picks up his dribble, passes left side to Davis. Davis on the left wing. And he begins to dribble on the left side, throws it into Allen. Allen left short corner, step back, jump shot up and good. As it's now a tie ball game, Cam Welch bringing the ball up the court, passes right side to Hudson. Hudson up to Brown. Brown dribbles left side. He passes left side to Welch. Welch, top of the arc, and he passes right side to Sibley. Sibley gives it to Greer. Greer shoots a three, no good. Ball almost goes out of bounds, but Allison came up with it. Allison running the break. He gives it to Miles. Miles with the layup up and good. As Welch comes the other way with it. Tigers are up 2 in this one. 17:35 left here in the second half. Welch, top of the arc, passes left side to Greer. Greer on the left wing, and he passes up to Brady Brown. Brown passes right side to Hudson. Hudson passes right side to Welch. Inside pass to Brown. Brown right short corner, and he's backing down the post. Out to Sibley. Sibley shoots a three, no good. Rebound is controlled by Shadarian Allen. Allen gives it up to Allison. Allison coming the other way with it. As he crosses midcourt, he's on the left side. Allison driving in the lane. He stops out to Davis. Davis pivots, and he drives in on the left side, and his layup is up and good. As Welch comes the other way, Tigers now have a 4-point lead. Hudson has it. Hudson drives in on the right side, hands it off to C.J. Greer. Greer back out to Hudson. Hudson right wing, and they're going to get a foul called on number 4, Robert Davis. That is Davis's 3rd personal foul here in this game. As Welch inbounds it to Sibley. Sibley gives it to Brown. Brown shoots a long jump shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Cortrick Miles. Miles going the other way with it. So he crosses midcourt, top of the arc, drives in the lane, passes out to Allen. Allen pivots, right short corner, shoots a jump shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Tad Sibley. Sibley gives it to Welch. Welch is going to slow this one down as he walks it up the court. He passes it left side to Greer. Greer throws it inside, almost goes out of bounds, but Sibley controlled it, and he passes it to Brown. Brown hands it left side to C.J. Greer. Greer passes left side to Hudson. Hudson throws it inside to Brown. Brown spins around, throws it out to Welch. Welch passes it back outside to Hudson. Hudson drives in. Pump fake, layup, up, no good. Rebounds controlled by no one as a shot clock violation is called on Tennessee Southern. Nice job by Tennessee Southern to move the ball around, but when you move the ball around that much, you got to score at some point. They did not on that possession. So we'll take a short break. You're listening to West Alabama Basketball on Sly 104.9. Welcome back to Pruitt Hall as the Tigers run a 6-0 run as we just ended the first media timeout here in the second half. With 15:54 left to play here in the second half, as Allison is going to bring this ball up the court. Up 4 in this one. Dribbles left side, calls out the play on the left wing now. Dribbles top of the arc out to Smith. Smith right side. Smith pump fakes out to Allison. Allison left side. Allison back to Smith. Smith passes right side to Hill. Hill gives it to Smith. Smith to Allen. Allen at the free throw line. Pivots. And he drives in. And they're going to get an offensive charge. As Shadarian Allen was at the free throw line, he pump faked. He drove in on the left side and just completely bulldozed over someone. And looks like we are going to mop up some sweat. As as we get that handled and we return to the game as Welch is bringing the ball up the court. He crosses midcourt, running the Firehawk offense. Top of the arc now, passes right side to Hudson. Hudson dribbles to the top of the arc, and he passes right side to Brown. Brown back to Hudson. Hudson back to Brown. Inside pass to Sibley. Sibley right short corner, backing down the post, and he spins around. His jump shot up, no good. Rebound is controlled by Hill. Hill gives it up to Allison. Allison crossing midcourt on the left side, dribbles to the top of the arc. He passes to Smith. Smith, top of the arc, has it, gives it back to Allison. Allison on the right side, back to Smith. Smith, back to Allison. Allison dribbles in right side, gives it to Allen. Allen, reverse layup is up and good. As the Tigers are now up 6 in this game. Welch crosses midcourt, he's on the right side. And he dribbles to the top of the arc, now on the left side. He picks up his dribble, back to Brady Brown. Brown dribbles in and he stops and he passes the ball back out to Welch. Welch passes the ball to Sibley. Sibley has it left wing. He drives in on the right side. His layup is blocked by Smith, and they are going to call a jump ball as Shadarian Allen and Brady Brown were both trying to get the rebound, and they just called a jump ball. So it's going to stay Tennessee Southern basketball. Cam Welch going to inbound it here underneath the basket. Well, maybe they didn't call a jump ball because they reset the shot clock to 4. As Welch inbounds it, he gives it to Whitmore. Whitmore with the layup. It's no good. Excuse me, Kendall Wright. And they're going to get Kendall Wright with a travel. And it is now West Alabama basketball. As Allison's bringing the ball up the court. He's at the top of the arc. He dribbles to the left side, and he passes left side to Allen. Allen driving in. He stops. His layup is up. No good. Rebound is controlled by Cortrick Miles. Miles out to Allison. Allison pump fake, drives in, out to Smith. Smith drives in on the left side. His left layup is up and good. No good, excuse me. But he's fouled on the play, and he's going to go and shoot 2. Smith at the line, shooting 2. He's got 4 points in this game, 2 rebounds, played 25 minutes. His first free throw is up, and it is good. As Smith sets in for his second free throw shot. It is up, and it is no good, and it's rebounded and controlled by Brady Brown. Brown passes it to Welch. Welch gives it back to Brown. Brown driving in right side, and he's in the right short corner, and he passes the ball out to Kendall Wright. Wright drives in. He backs it back out, gives it to Welch. Welch passes right side to Hudson. Hudson top of the arc, and he passes right side to Brady Brown. Brown drives in on the left side. He stops. His layup is up, and he gets it to fall. 41-36 is your score. Tigers are on top by 5 with 13:10 left to play. Allison crosses midcourt. He's on the right side. And he is at the top of the arc. And he gives it to Allen. Allen pivots. He pivots again. Back to Allison. Allison drives in. Left side. Reverse layup is up and he gets it to fall. 43-36. 12:44 left to play. As Hudson passes left side to Brown. Brown on the left wing. He passes inside to Aaron Whitmore. Whitmore out to Welch. Welch on the right wing. Gives it to Hudson. Hudson drives in left side. Backs it back out. And he gives it to Brown. Brown on the left side. He steps back. He shoots a jump shot. And he gets that one to fall. As they're going to count that as a long two-pointer shot. And we're going to take a short break. West Alabama 43, Tennessee Southern 38. You're listening to West Alabama basketball on Sly 104.9.
Lee Allen for Johnson Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram, Meridian.
And I'm Brett Gilliland, head football coach for the University of West Alabama Tiger football team. Lee and his team at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram have been supporters of the University of West Alabama football program for years now. And I would like to ask you to come talk to Lee and his team when you're in the market for a car, truck, SUV, or van.
Thanks, Coach, and go Tigers. Johnson Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram, Meridian.
'53 national championships. More than 600 annual graduates. Thousands of lives changed. The Gulf South Conference.
As it's going to be West Alabama basketball here in a minute when we start back. As Allison inbounds it to Hill. Hill gives it back to Allison. Allison bring the ball up the court. He crosses midcourt. He's on the right side now. And he's now at the top of the arc. He passes right side to Miles. Miles is going to be stolen away by Hudson. Hudson running the break for the Firehawks. His layup is up and no good, but they got a foul called on Justin Allison. That is Allison's second foul of the night. As Hudson's going to the line to try and get his first points on the night. He's played 20 minutes. He's got 2 rebounds and no assists. And he gets his first free throw to fall as they take a as the Firehawks cut into this lead. It's now a 3-point lead. His second free throw is up and it is good. And now the score is 43-41, 12:05 left to play. As Allison's bringing the ball up the court for the Tigers. He dribbles to the left side. He hands it off to Allen. Allen gives it to Smith. Smith to Miles. Miles inside to Allen. Allen right short corner. Back into the post. Gets it to Miles. Miles slams it home. Miles passed it into Allen, and then Allen cut, or excuse me, Miles cut, and Allen found Miles on the cut, and Miles dunked it home for the Tigers. And we go the other way. C.J. Wilson has it. Wilson passes left side to Brown. Brown, left side pass to Wright. Wright has it. He passes up to Whitmore. Whitmore to Hudson. Hudson drives in, backs it back out. He drives back in, and his layup is up and no good. Rebounded and controlled by Cortrick Miles. And Miles passes up to Allison. Allison coming the other way with it. He's on the left side. And he drives in. His right-handed layup is no good, but he's fouled on the play. And he's going to go to the line and shoot 2. And we got a media timeout, so we'll take a short break. You're listening to West Alabama basketball on Sly 104.9.
About this place. Maybe it's the charm of the people here who become lifelong friends. Maybe it's a campus and classes that are just the right size. If we could put it into words, we would. Take a tour of the University of West Alabama and decide for yourself. Maybe it's because this place feels like home. From Greek life to championship athletics and a world-class education that lands you in the career of your dreams, UWA is where you will fit in.
Welcome back to Pruitt Hall. As we're about to get back underway here, West Alabama 45, Tennessee Southern 41. Justin Allison at the line, shooting 2. Allison out of Pelham, Alabama, 6-foot guard. He's a junior this year. And he sets in for his first shot and is up, and it is good. And the Tigers take a 5-point lead. Allison now has 3 points in this one. And his second one is up, and it is no good. Allison does have 6 assists on the night. As Cam Welch comes the other way with it, he crosses midcourt. He's on the right side. He calls out the play. He throws the ball inside to Sibley. Sibley passes it outside to Wilson. Wilson drives in, and they're going to get him with the travel. Hill inbounds it to Allison. Allison's going to let this one roll a little bit. And Allison picks it up, and he dribbles it up the court, and he crosses midcourt. And he's on the left side, gives it to Miles, top of the arc. He pivots, Miles has it, and they're going to get Courtrait Miles with the travel. And Kendall Wright's going to inbound it. Kendall's out of Harvest, Alabama. He gives it to Welch. Welch crosses midcourt. He's on the right side. And he dribbles to the top of the arc. And he passes right side to Greer. Greer passes left side to Wright. Wright hands it off to Welch. Welch gives it back to Sibley. Sibley dribbles right side, gives it to Wilson. Wilson gives it to Wright. Wright drives in the lane. Almost was stolen away, but they got him with a foul. I believe they got number 55, Courtrait Miles, with the foul. If they had not called that a foul, Shadarian Allen was coming back to slam it. But instead they got Courtrait with a foul, and that is Courtrait's first personal foul of the night as Welch inbounds it, and he throws it out of bounds. And it will be Tiger basketball. As Hill inbounds it to Allison. Allison, top of the arc, dribbles left side. He's on the left wing. He dribbles to the top of the arc, and he drives in on the right side, and he gets fouled on the play, and he's going to go back and shoot 2 at the foul line.
That's the number 12, Titus Griffin, his second, 2-footer.
And Allison sets in for his 2 free throws. His first one is up, and it is good. Tonight, from the foul line, Tigers are shooting the ball 12 of 15, 80%. And from the field tonight, the Tigers are 47%, 16 of 34, 3 for 8 from downtown, 38%. And Allison's second free throw is up, and it's good. And the Tigers are up 48-41 in this one. I believe this is the largest lead of the night for the Tigers. As Welch dribbles to the left side, and he throws the ball left side to Hudson. Hudson throws it inside to Sibley. Sibley on the left post, and he throws it out to Welch, and Welch shoots a 3, and he gets that one to fall. And Allison comes the other way with it. He crosses midcourt. He's on the right side. Tigers are up 4. 9:30 left to play here in the second half. Hill back to Allison. Allison drives in, spins around, gives it to Miles. Miles was cutting and was wide open, but the ball went out of bounds off of Tennessee Southern, so it'll stay Tiger basketball. As Allison throws it into Smith. Smith shoots a 3, no good. And it's rebounded and controlled by Brady Brown. Brown gives it to Welch. Welch crossing midcourt on the left side, top of the arc now. and he backs it out. He resets things here, passes right side to Wilson. Wilson's going to drive in on the right side. He stops, and they're going to get number 5, Tay Smith, with a foul. That is Smith's first team foul, first personal foul of the night. In the second half, that is the team's 6th foul, as number 10, C.J. Wilson, heads to the line. He's a 6'1" guard out of Collierville, Tennessee. His first free throw is up and no good. C.J. is a freshman this year. He wears number 10, and tonight he's played 7 minutes, and he's got 1 rebound and 1 assist, and 1 made free throw as he makes the second one, missed the first one. But it's a 48-45 lead for the Tigers as Justin Allison brings him up the court. He crosses midcourt. He's on the right side, gives it to Hill. Hill on the right wing, gives it up to Miles. Miles to Allison. Allison left wing. Allison shoots a 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Tay Smith. Smith to Allen. Allen lays up, and it's no good. And they're wanting a goaltending call. I'm not sure about that. Looks like the officials will meet about it and talk about it. And they're not going to say it's goaltending. They don't count it as goaltending, but Allen's going to go and shoot 2. And Coach Woodruff is asking about it. And Allen's first free throw is up, and it's good. Allen's second free throw is up, and it is good. And the Tigers are up 50-45. Welch coming the other way with it. He crosses midcourt. He dribbles to the left side, dribbles to the top of the arc, and he passes left side to Wilson. Wilson drives in left side, hands it off to Sylvie. Sylvie, excuse me, shot a layup and he missed it, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be Tennessee Southern basketball. As Cam Welch set to inbound it, he throws it in to Hudson. Hudson on the left wing. Hudson drives in on the left side, and he stops under the basket. He loses it, but he picks up the ball, and then he turns around, shoots a jump shot, and it's blocked by Allen. Miles got the rebound. Miles coming the other way with it, throws it into Allen. Allen out to Smith, out to Miles. Miles shoots a 3, top of the arc, and he misses it, but they're going to get a foul on the floor on number 13, Cam Welch. That is Cam's 4th foul of the game, as he's got 13 points tonight, 3 rebounds, and 4 fouls as he goes to take a seat on the bench. As Allison is going to inbound it. 8 minutes and 9 seconds left in this one. Allison throws it up to Smith. Smith left side, gives it to Allison. Allison top of the arc, has it at 15 on the shot clock. Left side to Smith, up to Allison. Allison back to Smith. Smith shoots a 3 from the corner, and he gets that one to fall. As we come the other way, C.J. Wilson has it. He's on the right side, and he's at the top of the arc, and he drives in, and he stops, and he loses it. Miles picks it up. Miles gives it to Allison. Allison bring the ball up the court on the right side. He dribbles to the top of the arc. Left side to Smith. Smith back to Allison. Allison drives in, out to Hill. Hill shoots a 3. He misses that one. And Tad Sivley came up with the rebound, and he passes it up to Hudson. Hudson left side. Hudson now at the top of the arc. 53-45 is your score. Tigers are on top. 7:15 left to play. As Wright has it left side. He dribbles top of the arc. Left side pass to Brown. Brown shoots a jump shot, and he gets that one to fall. And they're going to count that one as a 3. As it's 53-48, 7 minutes left. Allison brings the ball up the court, top of the arc. He dribbles to the left side. And he passes it out to Smith, back to Allison. Allison back to Smith. Smith, cross-court pass to Hill. Hill inside to Allen. Allen to Miles. Miles shoots a jump shot, and he gets that one to fall. 55-48, 6:34 left to play here in this ball game as Adarian Hudson brings the ball up the court. He's at the top of the arc. He passes right side to right, driving in the lane. He stops. His layup is up and no good. And the ball is going to be controlled by Smith. Smith running the break, gives it to Hill. Hill stops. He shoots a three. He misses it. Smith batted it out, but Kendall Wright came up with it. He's going the other way with it. He's driving in the lane. His layup is up and no good. Tay Smith with the rebound. He gives it to Allison. And Allison's going to slow this down a bit as he walks it up the court. He crosses midcourt. He's on the right side. 5:55 left to play here in the second half. Allison out to Hill. Hill inside pass to Miles. Out to Smith. Back to Hill. Hill to Allison. Allison top of the arc. Over to Hill. Hill to Smith. Smith to Hill. Hill inside to Miles. Miles turns around. Jump shot no good. Rebound controlled by Brady Brown. Brown passes it to Hudson. Hudson on the left side. And a timeout is taken by head coach of Tennessee Southern, Dugan Line. As we're going to take a quick timeout too. You're listening to West Alabama Basketball on SLY 104.9. Welcome back to Pruitt Hall here in Livingston, Alabama, as the Tigers are up 7 right now on Tennessee Southern. West Alabama has been up for most of this game, but we have had 7 lead changes in this one. And we've been tied up 7 times as Hudson gets the ball for the Firehawks. He's on the right side, dribbles to the top of the arc. Now on the left side, gives it to Brown. Brown, top of the arc, he drives inside, he backs it out, gives it back to Hudson. Hudson, top of the arc, he drives in on the right side, he stops, he pivots, and he gives it off to Sibley. Sibley gives it back to Hudson. Hudson pump fakes, he drives in, he kicks it out to Greer. Greer for 3, and he gets that one to fall. 55-41, 55-51 is your score, or 55-50, excuse me. They're going to count that as a 2. As Hill has it, he gives it to Allison. Allison to Smith. Smith on the left corner, left wing. Stolen away by Hudson. Hudson running the break. His left-handed layup is up and good. As the score is now 55-52, as the Firehawks are cutting into this lead. As Allison gives it to Hill. Hill on the right wing, back to Allison, top of the arc, over to Smith. Smith, left corner, left wing. Allen has it, out to Hill. Hill, right wing. He gives it to Miles. Miles stole it, threw it away to Darian Hudson. Hudson coming the other way with it on the left corner. And they're going to get a foul called on number 2, Justin Allison, for the Tigers. That is Justin's 3rd personal foul in this game, as C.J. Melton and Robert Davis are checking into the game for Quartrip Miles and Justin Allison. Miles has got 19 points, 11 rebounds in this game, 33 minutes, as the free throw's up and it's no good. It was a 1-and-1, so Robert Davis is coming the other way with it for the Tigers. He's at the top of the arc. He passes to Smith, back to Davis. Davis over to Hill. Hill back to Davis. Davis, top of the arc. He dribbles left side, over to Smith. Smith has it, inside to Allen. Allen drives in. His layup is up and no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and they will say Tiger basketball. And we've got the final media timeout, so we'll take a short break. West Alabama 55, Tennessee Southern 52. You're listening to West Alabama basketball on Sly 104.9.
Kevin, meet your father.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Trusted advice for life.
Kevin, how's your mom?
Thank you.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Welcome back to Pruitt Hall. As during the commercial break we missed a possession, the Tigers were trying to inbound it, and a 5-second violation was called as the Tigers were trying to inbound it. And now Tennessee Southern is trying to inbound it, and it looks like as they were inbounding it, the scores table put off the buzzer to sub in someone, and so now, anyways, Cam Welch has it. He crosses midcourt. Tad Sibley checked into the game. Hudson has it on the right side. He's at the top of the arc. He passes it right side to Brown. Brown drives in. He stops. He shoots a jump shot. He misses it. And Davis comes up with the rebound. Allison has it now. Calvin Finch has checked into the game for the Tigers. As Allison crosses midcourt, he passes left side to Davis. Davis back to Allison. Allison to Melton. Melton on the right side. Back to Allison. Allison top of the arc. He drives in on the right side. He stops. He passes to Finch. Finch lost it, and it goes out of bounds. And Cortrick Miles is going to check into the game for number 1, C.J. Melton. As Cam Welch comes the other way with it. He crosses midcourt. He's at the top of the arc. He passes left side to Hudson. Hudson to the top of the arc. He passes left side to Brown. Brown out to Hudson. Hudson dribbles right side, and he passes left side to Brown. Brown shoots a wide open three, and he misses it. And Allison gives it to Davis. Davis bringing the ball up the court. Davis has it top of the arc, passes left side to Allison. Allison over to Miles. Miles up to Allison. Allison pump fake to three, drives in, and he lost it. But he was fouled on the play. They called that foul on number 4, C.J. Greer. That's his first foul of the game. And so the Tigers are not in the bonus yet, so they will inbound it as Allison gives it to Davis. Davis back to Allison. Allison left wing. Allison gave it to Allen. Allen out to Davis. Davis on the right wing. He dribbles to the top of the arc, and he's got it, and he shoots a long three. He misses it, and is rebounded and controlled by Tad Sibley, and we go the other way with it as Hudson has it. Hudson top of the arc, and he drives in on the left side. He stops. He steps back, and he shoots a jump shot. He gets it to fall, and there's a foul on the play by number 2, Justin Allison. And looks like number 5, Tay Smith, is going to check into the game, as that is Justin Allison's 4th foul of the game. And Smith comes in and gets Calvin Finch, and Allison will stay in. As Finch played 2 minutes. And Adarian Hudson at the line, shooting one, looking to tie this game up, and his shot is up, and he makes it. And so we are all tied up at 55-55. And Robert Davis bringing the ball up the court for the Tigers. He passes left side to Allison. Allison back to Davis. Davis to Smith. Smith on the right wing. Back to Smith. Back to Davis, excuse me. Davis has it, top of the arc. Left side to Allison. Allison has it left side. Cross court pass to Smith. Smith pump fakes, drives in. He stops. Jump shot. No good. Rebound controlled by Adarian Hudson. Hudson coming the other way with it. Minute 50 left in this game. We're all tied up here in the second half as Cam Welch has it on the right side. Welch dribbles right side, and he passes up to Hudson. Hudson passes right side to Sivley. Sivley gives it to Welch. Welch over to Greer. Greer shoots a 3, and he makes it and gets that one to fall. And Coach Woodruff is going to take a timeout as Tennessee Southern is taking the lead, 58-55. They are on a 10-0 run over the last 3.5 minutes. So we will take a short break too. You're listening to West Alabama Basketball and Sly.
53 national championships. More than 600 annual graduates. Thousands of lives changed. The Gulf South Conference.
Welcome back to Pruitt Hall here in Livingston, Alabama, as Tennessee Southern has just taken a 3-point lead in this one. They're on a 10-0 run over the last 3.5 minutes and a 13-2 run over the last 5.5 minutes. And the Tigers have not scored in the last 5 minutes, as Tigers are looking to get some kind of offense here on this possession, as Davis picks it up at midcourt. He's on the right side, pass over to Allison. Allison thought about a 3, but he passes it up to Davis. Davis right side. Davis dribbles top of the arc over to Allison. Allison left wing, back to Davis. Davis for 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Brady Brown. Brown gives it to Hudson. Hudson over to Welch. Welch bringing the ball up the court. Welch, top of the arc. And he passes left side to Greer. Greer has it. He passes, and it's stolen away by Robert Davis. Davis coming in the lane, and his layup is up and good. That is now a 1-point lead for Tennessee Southern, and they'll get the ball back here with 54.5 seconds left in this game. And we're just going to stay here during this break, as it's going to be Tennessee Southern ball. Tigers have 2 timeouts left. Tennessee Southern has 1 timeout left in this game. And .54 seconds left in this one. 30-second shot clock. Tennessee Southern will get a full possession to use that clock up all the way as the Tigers break from their timeout huddle. On the court for the Tigers is Justin Allison, Shadarian Allen, Tay Smith, Portrait Miles, and Robert Davis. And here comes Tennessee Southern. Cam Welch going to inbound it. Adarian Hudson on the court. C.J. Greer, Brady Brown, and Tad Sivley make up the Firehawks 5 during this final minute, as Cam Welch is bringing the ball up the court. He's walking it up the court. He's got it at 23 on the shot clock, 45 on the game clock. He dribbles right side, and he stops on the right wing, and he passes it up, and they got a foul called on number 5, Tad Sivley. I couldn't see the foul. I didn't see what it was, but we will absolutely take that one here with 40 seconds left. Tigers are going to get the ball. Down 1 right now. as Kaven Hill checks into the game for Robert Davis. As Allison gives it to Hill. Hill gives it back to Allison. Allison crossing midcourt. He's at the top of the arc. He's got it. 24. Tay Smith has it right side. Smith over to Hill. Hill has it. Hill up to Allison. Over to Smith. Smith right side. Inside to Miles. Miles outside to Allison. Allison pump fakes. And he drives in the left side. He pump fakes. His layup is up. And good. Kept the basket and the foul as the Tigers retake the lead, 59-58. And Justin Allison will have a chance to go to the line and make this a 2-point ball game with 20 seconds left in this game. Allison's got 7 points already, or in this game, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. He sets in for his free throw shot. It is up and it is good, as the score is now 60-58 with 20 seconds left. Portrait Miles checks out. CJ Melton checks into the game as Cam Welch inbounds it. And not sure what we're doing, but they stopped the game as the officials are talking with 19 seconds left. Cam Welch is going to inbound it, and he's got it at 19. And we've got a timeout on the court taken by Tennessee Southern. So we're just going to stay here as Tennessee Southern is going to draw up a play in their timeout. So in tonight's game, they've got Brady Brown, who's got 15 points, 8 rebounds. And number 13, Cam Welch, has got 13 points from deep tonight. He's 3 for 4. And Brady Brown is also 3 for 5 from deep. And you've also got to be on the lookout for number 5, Tad Sibley, as he's hit a 3-point shot tonight. You don't want to give up a 3 in this situation because that'll put you down 1. You don't want to give up a basket at all, but if you're going to give up one, it might as well be a 2. So Tigers have on the court Allen, Davis, Melton, Allison, and Tay Smith. And Cam Welch is going to inbound it right in front of the Tiger bench. Adarian Hudson going to inbound it. Allison, Garden, Welch, Davis guarding the ball as Hudson inbounds it to Welch. Welch brings the ball up the court. He's got it at 15. He dribbles left side. He dribbles to the top of the arc. He's got it at 12. He gives it to Brown. Brown on the right side gives it to Hudson. Hudson's going to drive in, steps back. His shot is up at 5, and it rolls around and it falls in with 4 seconds left. Allison coming down the court. Allison at 2. Allison is going to get fouled on the last shot of the game, and Allison will go to the line, and he'll shoot 2 with no time on the clock with a chance to win this game. It seems like they're not going to add any time unless they come to the scores table and talk about it, which is what they're doing now. They added 0.6 seconds left. And so now we have another timeout on the floor, and if Allison makes one of these, it's practically no time for Tennessee Southern to be able to get a shot up. So, tied up at 60, 0.6 seconds left. Justin Allison at the line with the chance to basically win the game if he can make 2 or make 1. And he sets in for a shot. Shot is up, and it is good. The first one is good as Justin Allison sinks the first free throw for the Tigers to go up 61-60, and he sets in for a second one, and it is up, and it is no good, and it's rebounded, and the Tigers are going to hold on and win this game as Justin Allison hits a game-winning free throw with 0.6 seconds left. What a basketball game here tonight in Livingston. So that is going to do it for us. West Alabama able to hold on and defeat Tennessee Southern, and West Alabama on the season is going to advance to 7-2, and Tennessee Southern is going to drop to 7-4 on the season. And next up for West Alabama men's basketball will be on Thursday, December 9th at 6:30 p.m. at West Georgia, and we will be on the radio for that one on Sly 104.9. So, thank you for listening, and want to give a big thanks to Mr. Wayne Grant, who's back at the studio tonight. You are listening to West Alabama Basketball on Sly 104.9.